Hello. Thanks, Naomi. Hey, y'all. Good evening. Hey, Mom. Can y'all hear me? Absolutely. Oh, gosh, I love it. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting messages. The share with one another, by the way. Getting messages on here. So let me go in here so I can see the comments. Hey, y'all. Oh, gosh, y'all. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to keep it together, but y'all have messed me up today. Sid, brethren. Man. I'm actually trying to wait on Sam to get on. He's supposed to be getting on. I don't know if he's having problems with the link. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, y'all, I'm so old. Let me go clean my teeth real quick. Alicia, you messed us up today. I messed myself up today. I wasn't ready. I thought I would have. Be right back. Hold on. Hey, y'all. I cannot even deal with today's events. Okay. There's so many announcements today. I'm trying to wait on my bro to get on. You know, today's just been just a speaking to yummy day. Like, thank you. No, this is crazy. I'm just gonna start talking. Hopefully, Sam will be able to come in. I don't know if he's having technical difficulties. Um, but let me get to. I can see us. Maybe it's a little bit easier. Hey, y'all. Um, yeah, I have single announcements. If I can get to it. There we go. Okay. So there we go. I should be able to see us come up a little bit better. So y'all, I don't know where Sam is. Thanks, Mom. Mhm. So as you guys probably already know, because I've bombarded you, and other people have not bombarded you with shares and posts. My single "It Is Enough" dropped today. I'm so excited. Oh my God. This single, listen, this song has been in the works for the better part of a year now. Um, and the whole point of doing this live, excuse me, I just ate a kind bar, so I may have pieces of bark in my teeth. I tried to clean it, but it's not. I keep feeling it. Trying to tag a couple of people. But I wanted to get on here to kind of talk about the journey of this song. Um, so just kind of give people encouragement who are working on any project, any assignment, musically, anything in general, but definitely music. Um, but also just to kind of just give glory to the Lord because this whole thing has been such an obvious God thing. It's not even funny. Like I already knew what was going to happen with this song, but the Lord is far exceeding even what I knew and since would happen. And y'all forgive me if I sound nasally. Like I've got a ear infection, so this ear is completely stopped. It's completely like almost closed and really painful right now. But if I sound weird, it's because of that. I can only hear out of one ear. If I'm talking too loud, I'm sorry. It's because I feel like I'm underwater right now. But I'm just sharing with a couple of people that were a part of the project. We want to shout them out anyway, but just so they can tune in. And I'm gonna give y'all some announcements here because there's a lot happening. I'm gonna try to keep this short, even when Sam gets on. I don't want to hold y'all up too long, but I wanted to get dressed and get cute to celebrate the release of this song. So some of you have heard like the original version, well, not original version, but the first kind of edit of the song at the beginning part of this year. Some heard even the concept when it was first downloaded, and I shared it with a couple of prophets that I know, like, hey, like, what do you think about this? This is what I just heard. Like, I like to share it with people that I know are prophetic. Am I breaking up? I'm breaking up? Okay. Let me turn, let me get off this. It may be because I was on my phone so I could see the comments. And unfortunately, the Wi-Fi, for some reason in this house, the Wi-Fi is special. Is that a little bit better? I may have to move to the office. Can you guys hear me a little bit better? If it's still breaking up, I'm going to move to the office so it can be a better connection. Let me know. Oh, that's better. Okay. It's probably because I had my phone going at the same time. Hey, Kiki, love you. Um, so Sam's not on right now. I'm not sure. He may have even gotten the time mixed up because he's actually Eastern. He's in Virginia. He may have thought it was 6 his time. But anyway, So this song last year, I would say around summertime, like late summertime last year, the Lord had downloaded the melody and really just the melody at first in my head. And that's normally how I end up writing. Any other song I've done, it started with just the melody. Usually I get the chorus of a song first, and I get the melody of the chorus. Then I start getting the lyrics to the chorus. And then as the song continues to develop, that's when I start getting lyrics and melody for verses. And that's just how I write. I'm also a fan of arrangements and textures and sounds and composition. I love that. Even in vocals, um, I don't like, I don't want to say boring because some songs with simplicity, it's still beautiful and it's still as it should be. But for me, for the things I write, I just always hear all these different things that are going on. So anyway, with this particular song, I heard the melody, I started hearing the lyrics, and I actually sent it to a couple of people. I sent it to Naomi, who's on right now, and I sent it to there's Sam. Awesome. Hold on, give me just a second. Sam, bro, I think you're muted. Hold on, let me unmute you. We got to hear the glory. Yeah, God. Will it let you unmute yourself? Because I'm trying to unmute you.
Yeah, there we go. What's going on?
There you go. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
I am too. I was just starting to run my mouth about the original, like how the song started. So for you guys that are watching, this is Sam Tolbert. He is the producer of the song It Is Enough that was just released today. Super excited even to talk about this man of God and all the hands that are on this project, and also tell you guys what's happening. Even now that I haven't been able to share with anybody until today. So, Sam, if you want to introduce yourself, kind of tell them who you are, where you're from.
Okay, got you. Well, first of all, Candace, I am honored. Like seriously. I've been listening to the song all day. Well, first of all, I've been listening to it all month, you know what I'm saying, since I got the master. Um, Yeah, this is inside. My name is Sam Tolbert, Samuel Tolbert, Sam Tolbert. I am the founder of Awake Worship. Where my wife and I we're located here in Virginia, the Hampton Roads area, Portsmouth, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Hampton, all you know. So, listen, my this has been such a dope journey. I'm gonna be honest, it was dope. For this to be officially my first album. I'm gonna be honest. My wife and I, we did an album like back in 2000 and I want to say 12, 15. My wife yelled 15. Okay, 15, 2015. We did something, but it didn't do well because out of season. And don't get me started on that. You know, get me started on that. But yeah, I'm gonna be careful here. So that's why I'm excited about this. Like for this to take off. Okay, prophetically speaking, it's already done. It's already have taken off. It's overseas now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. So y'all can definitely follow us, my wife and I, on Awake Worship, the Awake Worship on Instagram as well as Facebook. Yeah, so we're excited.
Yes. So I'll segue into that. So I actually met Sam and his wife, Triel or Vaughn. I met them maybe a year or so ago. We were a part of a mentorship with Naomi Rain, not to be confused with Psalmist Rain. They're both beasts, but it was with Naomi Rain. And a lot of us kind of stayed connected even after the mentorship in some kind of way. And so I actually went to the Awake Worship encounter that you guys had last year. I think it was that in August. Was it August?
Yeah, August. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, because I had actually went to the Refresh Summit, which that one was Psalmist Rain that July. Which first of all, I'll just say this: the one with Psalmist Rain, the Refresh Summit, and Naomi B, who's on here, can attest to this. Completely changed everything. It changed the trajectory of my life, like forever. And so that next month, yes, like it's insane. If anybody is able for anybody anytime Psalmist Rain has a Refresh Summit, I believe it's once a year, every year. Y'all need to, if you're a minstrel, a musician, anything in the creative arts, you guys need to go. I'm telling you, it will change the entire trajectory of your entire life. But that next month, I went, hey, Alan, yay! Alan was on this project as well. So I'm going to get to all the people.
What's up, bro? Yeah.
I went to Virginia to support Sam and Triel when they did the encounter in Virginia last August. I ended up singing some backgrounds, and before then, I had never heard Sam play. I'd never heard anything that you guys had done. I knew you guys had been doing things musically and sharing, but I wasn't familiar with any production that you may have done, or if you even did that.
Right. Right.
So that for that event, I ended up singing backgrounds for some of the artists that were singing, or some of the worship leaders that were singing. And I remember hearing you playing, and you can tell when somebody just plays because they can play or because they're skilled or gifted, versus someone who is listening and actually hearing what heaven is doing or wanting you to do and releasing that at the same time. And so I distinctly remember hearing you playing, and I was like, oh yeah, he hears, he listens. But I still wasn't even like thinking about you being a producer of the song. And in fact, I wasn't even thinking about doing the song like right away, even then. So fast forward, I'm gonna try to keep it short. Fast forward, maybe the next month, the Lord started saying, you need to go ahead and start working on this song. And I had actually reached out to another producer, wonderful man of God, to do it. And he was willing to do it, but the timing just didn't seem quite right even for him. And I just kept feeling like, you need to ask Sam, you need to ask Sam, you need to ask Sam. And so from there, and I'm going to let you take it from there, I called you, told you what I felt was supposed to happen for the production of the song that I was hearing. And kind of just take us along your journey from when I called you and asked you about it, and kind of what the Lord told you.
I'm gonna try to keep it short because I have to go in like maybe 10, 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it short. So you call, and once again, this is like one of my first major projects, you know. But we've been cultivating this sound for like 2 or 3 years, if not longer. Once again, just having that worship culture, you know, that prophetic culture would awake. So I knew we had the sound. So my wife and I talked about it. We prayed about it, and I hit you up, and we're like, yo, listen, I'm down. Let's go. Now, let's talk about this journey, right? Real briefly. I told you I'm gonna talk about it. Listen, Candace, this song was produced from a voice memo that I got. It was distorted. I need y'all to understand this. Well, you really had to have a ear, right? An ear to hear what God is saying to the church. You know what I'm saying? So you really had to have an ear. But so she sent this voice memo. She was like, listen, this is the this is the sound I'm going for. This is a concept. And every voice memo she was saying, she was like, listen, you know, my voice ain't there, you know. I'm like, I don't know.
It was true.
It's early in the morning. Excuse me. So it was. I think what allowed me to paint the picture of where you're going, and which I love about you. You sent me a biblical reference. Listen, if you're an artist out there and you're trying to pull from the prophetic, please send some kind of biblical reference. I'm just saying. I knew the title. It is enough. It could have been, you know, it is enough. You know, you title your girlfriend, boyfriend, is enough. Get out. You know, but she sent a biblical reference. It was talking about when Jesus was in the garden, you know, and he was getting ready to go up to the cross, you know, and you pretty much was like, listen, I want this sound to be a kind of I want to say dramatic, you know what I'm saying, real dramatic coming in. So just a conversation through email and voice memos we was able to produce, and also with the other hands that touch the dope hands that touched this project, we were able to produce the sound that ultimately the client was satisfied with, but more so God was pleased with,
That
and
part.
this is the sound that's in the earth. So yeah, the process was dope. I met with a drummer here, a brother of mine, Marcus Redmond. I hit him up. I said, yo, bro, a sister of mine, we're doing this project. You down? He said, yo, bro, let me hear it. Let me hear it. So I sent him the reference of what I had. He said, yo, bro, let's go. Let's go. So I love the fact that every musician that was on this project was spread out from different areas, different parts of the U.S., man. And to be honest, at first I was like, oh, nah, Candace, I need my whole band here. Let me do this. Let me find a band here in Virginia, so at least we can practice before we go into the studio, all the good stuff. But I don't know. It was God. All I'm going to say it was God for us to come together and produce a sound, and we're not in the same region nor state, bro. Yeah, it's God. So yeah, I enjoyed the journey. I look forward to doing more work with you, Candace. Like,
Amen.
I see so many doors open. I'm gonna go there. I see so many doors opening up for you. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. I see so many doors. This is only the beginning. All right, this is only the beginning.
I want to add, which Sam told me later, we had already started working, and he told me that a prophet had actually they had met with a prophet that had told that part.
Yeah.
So we
Let
had
me
already
share
started
that.
working, and he
Yeah.
go, you tell what happened, because I went there. So
yeah. You
about the
can't tell my
prophet that told you.
testimony, so let me tell my own testimony, yo. All right. So I'm gonna say like maybe 3 weeks prior to Candace hitting us up. My wife and I had a prophet couple, a prophetic couple come to the house, and we was flowing, it was praying. He looks at me, he said, yo, I don't know, but I see this name. I see a Candace. I'm like, Candace Parker, you know what I'm saying? Well, Candace. He said, no, I see a Candace, and I don't know, but you're gonna do some work with her. It's something y'all supposed to be collaborating, doing some work. And the power of the prophetic, God is still speaking. You know what I'm saying? God is still speaking. So after that, 2 or 3 weeks later, you hit us up. I showed my wife the text or the inbox, and I'm like, yeah, bro, this is a God thing. So it didn't take long for me to say yes, because he already went before us,
right,
and made the way. So yeah,
100%. And I know you're soon, but from start to finish, the song probably took about a year, mind you. I was supposed in my thought process, Candace's timeline, I wanted this song to be done by February, released, done, ready to go. Like he said, he said the song, it started actually in October, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We started working on the song. And we did run into a few little like the kinks that we had to work out. And then even like with people that I hired for musicians, people took my money and didn't do anything. So it was really frustrating at some point, because I was like, Lord, you want me to get this song done? Why is this happening?
Right.
And it just now that we hear the finished product, and we know and we see that everybody that was supposed to be on this project was on this project, like 1000%.
Yeah. Yes.
About it. So Sam, just to talk to you all a little bit about his heart and his wife's heart. Listen, you're beyond a producer, you're beyond even an MD, like you've been told this already, but you hear the sounds of heaven, and you would not have been able to deliver what I heard from the Lord had you not had your ear to the Lord, to heaven yourself. And so everything that you sent to me, I was like, oh yes, that is what I hear. Like, that's exactly right. Like, I didn't have to really tell you anything like outside of what I initially gave you and what I heard, and you just went from there. And that also assisted the other musicians that came in later on, as he said, from different parts of the nation. We have Oregon, Baltimore, San Antonio, Virginia represented. Jeff, I don't know where Jeff is located, and where Anthony, who's the lead guitarist, I don't know where he's located, but in different parts of the nation, they were able to come together at different times, which is not typically how it's done, because it's a little bit more hassle. But everyone came together, and it created such a beautiful marriage of just sound that I know is from the heart of God. So So even when the first initial edit of the song was heard, before the additional instruments, before the additional backgrounds, I let some people hear it, and people were just like going nuts about it, even then saying, yo, this is the sound, like this, and
Wow.
I'm not my own horn. It
Praise
has nothing
God.
to do with us, but it has to do with obedience and surrender, and just allowing the Lord to do what he wants to do in the earth for such a time as
Amen.
this. So long story short, I'm gonna try to keep it short, and then I'm gonna give you all the announcements, and then we can go. But so February was when the song was supposed to be released. COVID hits. I moved to Houston, and I'm not able to get into any studio to record. All that was left to do with the song is I needed to finish recording with all the instruments in the background. I actually hired a vocal producer, Steve Mccoy. Shout out Steve. He's amazing. If you guys need any vocal work, get at him. Steve is another one that he just took what I heard. I sent him what I did, and he just put his Steveism on it and made it what it is too.
Yeah.
But with that, I needed to go back and re-record, and I couldn't because there was no studios open in Houston. So you're talking about for 6 months, I was trying to get into a studio to record and could not get in anywhere. This is the crazy part. One day, this is like less than 2 weeks ago. No, I'll say less than 3 weeks ago. I was watching a prophet live. He's a musical prophet, which the Lord is releasing the musical prophets right now. He was on live in the studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, I'm jealous. I said, I've been trying to get in the studio for months. I haven't been able to. This random lady, I've never met this lady before. I still to this day don't know how I know her. If I do know her, I don't know. Hopefully I don't know her and I'm not, offending her if she sees this, but I don't think I know this lady whatsoever. She sees my comment. Mind you, I'm commenting on somebody's live that's in another state. She sees my comment, takes it upon herself to ask me, like, hey, are you in San Antonio still? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm in Houston. She takes it upon herself to reach out to some studio in Houston, for whatever studio, finds out that they're open, calls them for me, finds out their rates, and gets their contact information and tells me, hey, such and such studio is open. They said, go ahead and call them. And so, mind you, when she said that, I didn't register what she said. I was like, yeah, a lot of studios are saying they're open, but I've been calling, emailing folks for months and nobody's responding. And then I was like, wait, you said you talked to somebody? And she was like, yeah, I just got off the phone with the engineer. He said, call him right now. I called him right then, and I was able to get into the studio to record that very next week. That Saturday, the song was mixed. That Monday, the song was mastered. From there, I was connected to a distributor, which is part of the announcement. The song is being distributed worldwide. And that distributor actually connects with a contemporary Christian music radio station who love this song. So for those who don't know, one of the announcements is the song is on radio, real radio.
That's big.
On radio,
that's big.
For the love of God. They love the song. And one of the things they said is that normally it takes a few months to get a new song into even a slot. They wanted to push it to August 4th, today, before I could even get like a visual video out. So I have a music video that's also coming, but I was planning on doing that and releasing it at the same time, but we had to do this first. So it's been released before you guys even get a visual, but you're still getting that visual. That's coming in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. We're on radio. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
My mind blown.
Like I think you knew, your wife knew. I think we knew that this song was going to go, but the way it just happened without trying whatsoever, like I didn't try to do any of this. Like it's just happening from the moment that I was able to go back and re-record. The Lord had just been lining everything up, like boom, 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 and it's just going. So it's taking legs all on its own, and by the grace of God, I'm along for the ride, truly.
Man, excited. Yeah.
So that was one of the announcements. We are on radio. There is a video coming. Y'all will get that visual in a few weeks, actually. And then the other announcement before you have to go, because you're part of this, you're going to be there for this too. We are doing a live recording.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, It's going to be in November at Kingdom Life Christian Ministries. Shout out to Apostle Tyrone for catching the vision and being willing to allow us to come. It's going to be a collaborative effort with Kingdom Life. I'm super excited. So y'all be looking out for that. Sam will be there for this as well. But I don't know. Let me know when you have to go, Sam. But I want us to go down a list of people that are on the project to kind of shout them out.
So yeah, I'm about to head out now. I got to catch the other call. But before I go, if you don't mind, Candace, let me say this to the musicians out there, producers, whatever you identify as. Listen, don't wait for a call to try to prepare. You prepare for the moment, and you prepare. I'm just dropping this because I had to prepare before the moment. And you prepare not just learning your chord progressions and your riffs and run, but prepare in His presence. I'm telling y'all, I didn't ask for this, you know what I'm saying? But because I was in His face, prepare in His presence. I promise you, God will open up doors that will blow your mind. That's all I'm gonna say. I have to go. I love y'all once again. Thank you for the opportunity, Candace, and every other musician that touched this project. All right.
Love you, y'all. Bro. Love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
So I am going to just go down the list of everybody that was on the project, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to do that. I got dressed for y'all today, just again to celebrate, because this day owes me nothing. You guys have been so supportive. Thank you to everyone who has shared, everyone who has prayed over this, everyone who has been who has contacted me, giving me what the Lord has told them, even about this sound, y'all. I would tell you, like, for me, it has been a long journey, even vocally. Like, I've had issues with my voice for a couple of years, issues with my ears for a while. And I truly felt like, I'm probably not going to do, much of what I wanted to do musically, because it's just not happening. And the Lord has told me over and over again, if you just trust me, I will take you there. I put it in you for a reason. I designed you for this. Just trust me. Just let me lead. Just trust me. And so it's definitely been a journey of deliverance and healing. In the midst of this song, there's been so much that's happened over the year, even beyond the song, but just like y'all seen, like with this Dreams platform, what's been happening with this. The Lord has been opening up wells within me that I didn't even know were there beyond music. So this is just a part of what He's assigned. And I encourage anybody, if you got something in you to do, take those steps. Start now. Don't delay and wait for everything to be perfect, to have everything together. There are people there who are assigned to you, who will help you get to where you want to go. Even if budget is an issue, they will help and work with you. Just take those steps and go there. So I'm going to shout out Alan Golden. He was the bass player. He came through in the clutch. Thank you, bro. Like, you added a whole other element to this. John Lopez, who was the acoustic guitar. Love you. John was heading The Cry, which is another ministry I was a part of while I was in San Antonio. Love you. Thank you for your heart. I knew that acoustic needed to be heard. And yeah, you did what you need to do, sir. So please and thanks. Lead guitar was Anthony DiCarlo. He is he's not on Facebook, he's on Instagram, but shout out to him for that, because he slayed with his lead. Like, he gave it a whole element that I wasn't ready for, that I thought I wanted, but no, he took it somewhere. Of course, Sam and what he contributed. Marcus Redmond, who was the drums, he's out of Virginia. He again wasn't trying to overdo things. He captured the heart and the vision, the essence of the song, and did what he needed to do. Shout out to Jeff Way. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the song verse. Steve McCoy, again, he's a tremendous. First of all, he has a long history in music. He's out of Baltimore. He's now in Portland, Oregon with his wife, Johanna McCoy. But he's no stranger to this, no stranger to industry whatsoever. He was the vocal producer, co-arranger. He and I arranged the vocal backgrounds that you hear on the song. And again, it speaks to the humility of him, because he could have been offended by the things that I sent to him, telling him I wanted to have done. But he took what I did and was humble enough to say, I like what you did. I don't really need to do much. And he just put his Steveism on it, and that gave the song the oomph that I don't want to say it was missing it, because it definitely wasn't, but it definitely took it to yet another place. So grateful for him, and he's a humble man of God, has a great heart, has been very helpful in this journey, answers my questions with such great patience. So very grateful to you, Steve, for sure. We in this thing for life. So thank you to him. Jeff Way mixed the song, very easy to work with, captured everything I wanted to hear as well. I mean, just really every person on this project did what I heard and beyond. They did what I heard, and then they heard the Lord. Not saying that that's the order it's supposed to go in, but basically they trusted that what I heard was what was needed to be done. They didn't try to take it elsewhere and lose basically the whole heart of the song. So I'm grateful. John Mayfield of Mayfield, I think it's Mayfield Recording Studios or Mayfield Studios out of Tennessee, also very known in the industry. He got the song mastered within a 24-hour. No, wasn't even 24 hours. I think it was same day. The song was mastered same day once it went to mastering. So he's not on Facebook either, but if anybody knows him personally, please shout him out to let him know he got a shout out today as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting the studios that I recorded, made it very easy for me to record, was very comfortable. There's a studio in San Antonio called Wave Maker Studio. John Pollock is his name. Shout out to him. Dynamic Sound Studios here in Houston. Shout out to Brandon Watson. I have to give you shout out because you, for sure, when I was in San Antonio, was very helpful with helping me kind of get some of this concept together, helping me organize, working with musicians, because this was my first time working with a completely live musician set, like completely, this album was live musicians. So I've never done that before. And having to organize and try to figure out how to do that, especially with people in different parts of the nation, was kind of hair pulling, kind of mind boggling a little bit. And he definitely was a great resource to have to help me get that in order. So thank you to you for sure. All I have to say, I want to thank Naomi for connecting me even to Steve. Thank you to Damon Reed for like even answering my questions. Sid Franklin for being willing to answer my questions and just be available. Kiki Perez, just for your voice, your prophetic voice, and even what you spoke to me about my own voice. So many people. Thank you to my mom, everybody. I feel like I'm at the award shows and I'm just like thanking folks, without a trophy, but the trophy is Jesus. Hey, yeah, God. So I just want to give everybody thanks, because I'm just so grateful. Like I'm so grateful that this is ready, it's done, and the world is ready to hear this sound. And before I go, I just want to say, like, the song is called "It Is Enough." It's talking about just the necessity it is to be very clear about who you are in Christ, to be very clear about your identity and your sonship and your place at the table already with him, coming from a place that's not rejected, so that you realize that you belong to him. You are already his. You were his before time began. And you don't have to work for his approval. You don't have to work for his love, I should say. You don't have to work for his adoption. You have been adopted once you accept him and accept that he died and rose for you to save you. So hopefully when you listen to this song, the spirit of rejection is broken off of anybody. Any abandonment or orphan spirits are cast down, and you just are built up in your identity in the Lord, and in your true assignment in the earth, just knowing that you're his, that period, before you're anything else, you're his, you're a child of God. And so that's all I got. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all have shared the mess out of this song today, and keep on sharing. Don't get tired of it, because when that video comes out very soon, y'all, please, I will ask you to share that as well. This is for the world. This is for the world. So thank you, everybody. I'm getting off here. I love y'all. And I'll talk to you soon.